Welcome to the Croft Porch. My name is Wendy Gardner. I'm a senior here with the Croft Institute. Today I'm joined by 2010 alumni, Joe Bateman. Joe, how are you doing today?
Doing well. Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited to have you here. So could you tell me a little bit about what originally drew you to the Croft Institute?
Yeah. Growing up, my oldest sister lived in Peru off and on, and so I was, very jealous that she was living a life where she got to travel a lot, and I thought that was cool. And during my senior year in high school, I went and spent some time with her over the summer, and I fell in love with traveling, and I knew that I wanted my access to the world to be bigger than just where I grew up in Jackson, Mississippi. And in order to do that, I needed to learn another language and also just learn how to operate in other countries. And I knew that I could get that if I came to Croft.
That's fantastic. To keep it rolling, do you have a favorite memory of your time at the Croft Institute?
There are lots, but I think one in particular is when I sort of realized that I actually could speak Spanish. After spending a lot, like years, all through high school and then doing first year here, and then I spent my summer after my first year in Peru teaching English and learning Spanish, and then came back and studied the second year. Still don't think I actually spoke it, and then after a second year went to Ecuador and studied more. And I think it was after that I felt like there was a switch where I could actually speak the language, and it opened up a new world to me that I thought was really exciting. And then after that, I did an internship in DC and studied in Argentina, and I felt like I was able to enjoy those experiences a lot more because I actually spoke the language, and it just a new world was opened up to that. So I think at that moment there was something clicked, and yeah, it changed for me.
Yeah, there's nothing more exciting than learning a new language and working so hard and then finally being able to tell people, yes, I'm bilingual.
Yes, I actually speak this language now.
I love it.
Yeah.
So Joe, you graduated in 2010. It's been a few years. How has your Croft experience continued to shape your life today?
Yeah, so it kind of drawing on the last few answers. The language ability is something that I've used in my career since then a lot. My first job after graduating was with a human rights advocacy organization called the Washington Office on Latin America. And I worked with partners throughout Mexico, Central America, and South America, and had to speak Spanish and Portuguese all the time. And I wouldn't have been able to do that job without Croft. And I think also the multidisciplinary approach that you learn at Croft of, you're doing math, economics, history, politics, sociology, is really necessary for solving a lot of our biggest challenges, especially policy challenges. And if you come at anything from just one discipline, it's going to be really hard to solve it, and you oversimplify what the actual problem is, and so your solution is going to be oversimplistic and probably not effective. And so I think that one thing that I've carried throughout my career is how to come at a big problem and seeing all aspects of it so that you can develop a really comprehensive solution.
We love to hear it.
Yeah.
So, during your time at Croft, was there a particular member of the faculty or staff that really helped you grow?
Yeah, and once again, all the faculty were amazing and pushed me in different ways and challenged me in different ways. But Dr. Miguel Centellas was my thesis advisor, and encouraged me to, think about things differently. My thesis was on political conflict and protests and social movements in Peru. And he allowed me to take the lead, but provided me with a lot of the resources I needed to have a really successful thesis and learn a lot in the process. And I think the process of learning how to write the thesis with his mentorship helped me a lot in getting my job at WOLA.
That's fantastic. Yeah. Well, something that today's Crofties love is a Croftism. So do you have a favorite Croftism?
I feel like that's something that has been developed in the 15 years since I've been here, but I think if I had to choose one that I've heard, it would probably be Crofty.
It's a classic.
Cheers. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Joe. It's great to have you here. We're really excited about the 25th anniversary weekend. Is there anything you'd like to add before we leave?
No, thank you so much for having me. It's really great to be back. It's amazing energy, and I'm excited to get to be a part of the celebration. So thank you.
We're so excited.